Hello, my amazing team. I am Dr. Kimberly P. Johnson, and I am your coach for this session of 5 minutes of fun. Well, actually, the weather was bad here today, and so my hair got all messy, so I put a cap on and a zip-up jacket, and I'm calling myself a coach. But I really am your coach, though, for real. But I wanted to just take today and talk to you about something fun you can do that doesn't take a lot of preparation, that doesn't take a lot of materials, but that you can still get tons of mileage of or from as you're working with your young people. And I want you to always think too, when I give you these 5 minutes of fun activities, I want you to think about how you can take those activities and expand them with whatever age or population you are working with. Because it doesn't matter if they're pre-K all the way up through high school, you can change these activities around to make them fit for what you're doing. I'm essentially giving you an activity that gets them up and moving and engaged. You can teach anything. You know, I used to hear this all the time, that teaching is 1/3 knowledge and 2/3 entertainment. And if you can get the entertainment piece down, you can teach anything in the whole wide world that you want to teach. So let's get started as I talk to you about today's activity. We're going to take something so very simple. We're going to take some markers like this, and we're going to take some paper plates. And I get these from the discount dollar stores, and usually 20 come in a pack, and you can use about 20 for a classroom activity, and it's fun. And what I like to do is I call this paper plate play. That's a tongue twister, right? Paper plate play. And I kind of make up these names as we go through. And I want you to get into the habit of that, educators. Come up with your own creative names for the things that you are doing, because a lot of the fun and excitement and energy comes from the title of it. If you just say, writing down words on a paper plate, oh man, that sounds boring. But if I call it paper plate play, oh yeah, I want to do that, right? So start thinking of how you can come up with creative ways to make these activities more exciting and more engaging. So paper plate play, and you can use this if you have little ones and you're working with ABCs or numbers, or if you're working with middle grades and you're doing math problems, you can do all of that. If you're working on vocabulary and spelling, you could put the word here and the kids would have to write the definition on the back. You could put the math problem here, they would put the answer on the back. You could put the letter of the alphabet and spread them around the floor, and the kids would have to hop to the letters if they're pre-K or kindergarten. So really thinking about how you can get them moving in the setting. And also, this is a great way to social distance, because you can put these wherever you want them to, share wherever you want parents, and they can get excited about using it at home. And if it's a nice day outside, then you can go outside and have paper plate play. And the fun thing is that these paper plates can actually work like little frisbees. So when you throw them, they go sailing. So take the frisbees, the paper plates outside, toss them around, and kids can chase them down, grab it, and then solve problems based on that, especially if you're doing math or vocabulary. It's a fun way to do it. So what you're going to do is get the paper plates. You can either write inside the paper plates with a permanent marker. I use an Expo sometimes, but I found that they are not as nice as the permanent marker because they do smear sometimes. So maybe use a permanent marker if you're going to write inside of them, or you can just grab an index card and tape the index card inside the paper plates. And that way, if they don't get too trashed, you can use the paper plates again. So I just put a piece of tape on the back of it, or a little piece of glue, and write my equation or the word on an index card and just stick it in the middle of it. And that's a fun way to get them up and moving. And you can also switch those cards out from week to week. Now, think about this, educators. Whatever activity you create or use or develop, make sure it's something that you can replicate and repeat. How could I take this same kind of activity and use something else other than paper plates? This is where your creativity is going to kick in. So I really want you to start getting creative on how you can take the cognitive and marry it to the creative, so that you can have lots of fun interacting and engaging with the students throughout. So think of fun things to do that will get them moving, that will get them thinking, and that will keep them excited about learning, because that really is the trick. If we can get them excited about learning, we can teach anything in the whole wide world, but it's lots of work to keep them engaged. So think about that and have a great rest of the week. Bye.